You're on.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio World. Juan Cotto and Daniel Bellis tonight here, center court at what I call affectionately the Quaker box on the campus of Franklin High School for this Quaker Summer Jam. This is a Sweet 16 game with North Kitsap out on the peninsula versus Mount Spokane and a round of 16 game. Today, earlier, the two teams did play. You had Mount Spokane coming across the Cascade Mountains, and they took on Renton and defeated them 57-29. North Kitsap defeated Foss out of Tacoma 67-49. So that matched up these two guys in a doubleheader. These young guys with all this energy, Daniel, come out here and play two basketball games in one day. We hope this is an enjoyable evening of basketball for you. Two really good programs. Last year, these two teams played in the Curtis tournament, and in that tournament, they played a very, very close game that went down to the wire with Mount Spokane winning by a point last year. So we're really looking forward to seeing good basketball. I had an opportunity to speak with Mount Spokane's head coach before the game, Dave Wagenblast, and we had a really good conversation, and he told me to keep an eye on Maverick Sanders, and number 5 will be a sophomore next year. Really good ball player. Here comes North Kitsap out on the floor. Here comes Mount Spokane out on the floor. So we got the starters for Mount Spokane coming up here. That's Maverick Sanders, who I've mentioned, Trey Williams, Sam Davison, Andrew Riment, and Nalo Vargas. The tap goes to Mount Spokane, and that is number 23, Raymond Andrew with the dunk, and that puts him up immediately 2-0. North Kitsap bringing the ball down, running through their offense. Here comes a shot from the outside. It is off the rim. No good. Rebound by number 22. That is Vargas with the basketball, and he brings it up. Dishes out to the wing for a jumper by number 1, Sam Davis, and it's no good. Long three-pointer by number 22, Vargas. And just like that, 30 seconds into the game, Mount Spokane is up 5-0. Here comes Kitsap. They're pressuring. Outside jumper from number 20. That is Mason Cheminsky, and he hits a long three from the corner, and that makes it 5-3 as number 1 for Mount Spokane, who had the basketball, Sam Davidson. He walked with it, just had a little skip step as he was bringing it up. So outside jumpers going down, 5-3 Mount Spokane at this standpoint. And here comes North Kitsap, their point guard, number 10 with the basketball. Cade Ornis out to the wing. Long jumper from number 12. That's Harry Davies, and he knocks it down, and that makes the score 6-5. And just like that, 30 seconds later, North Kitsap's in the lead 6-5. Nice little dribble drive dish to number 23. That is for Mount Spokane. Couldn't get it going. That's Raymond, Andrew Raymond, inside to their player. That's the guy that coach told us to talk about. Number 5 got down low, and he says Sanders can do that. He has the ability to post it up. He has the ability to shoot it from the outside, so he can do a variety of different things. And this time he draws a foul on number 10 for North Kitsap. That is Cade Ornis, and that's his first. There is a running 20-minute clock for each half in this game. So these are 2 running 20-minute halves. The referees, and this is one of the things that Mount Spokane's coach Dave Wagenblast was talking about. He says it's good to come over here because the referees let them play a little bit. Not as many close calls, not as many touch calls as the free throw by Sanders. It's off the rim, and it's corralled by North Kitsap. But he says it's good to come over here because they let the kids play a little bit as opposed to what you would see in a regular season basketball. Layup missed by North Kitsap. Here comes Mount Spokane with the basketball. Sanders in, and he gets bodied a little bit. Just a little bit of an elbow push. Didn't seem like much, but enough underneath the rim that the referee called a little foul on Cade Ornis, and that's going to be his second. So with 17 minutes to go here in the first half, It is 6-5 North Kitsap, but a couple of fouls being called. Here's another one. Let's see what happens here. No, they don't call a foul. They looks like they called some sort of a violation. Like it may have been a walk, so that's just going to be a flat, straight-out turnover. And the ball comes out now to North Kitsap. Here comes number 12, the basketball. That's Harry Daniels. Daniels tried to head it off, and out of the scrum comes Raymond, and he comes down. And Raymond says, I'm going to go show you my vertical and go ahead and dunk. That makes the score 8-6. Mount Spokane 16-24 to go in the first half. Here comes the North Kitsap. Nice little dribble drive, hesitation move, and then a three-point attempt by Cade Ornis. Ornis is the point guard. Brought it to the top of the key, and looks like he took a foul. Foul is on Trey Williams, number 4. That's his first. So 3 free throws. The first one is up. Nothing but net. Kind of an overcast gray day today here in Seattle. It was nice for the first half of the day, probably for the ride over for most of these teams, and then started to rain just a little bit. But, of course, we are inside the Quaker Box. Beautiful gymnasium, redone a couple of times over the years. And just a great, great tournament for the summer. Always good to have the kids come out. Here comes the third free throw. It goes down, and that makes the score 8-8. So 2 of the 3 knocked down by Cade Ornis. I'm sorry, 2 of the 3 knocked down by Bodie Gardner. Inside goes to Sanders, and as advertised, Sanders down low, and he's down in the post creating havoc. He bounces one in, and that's going to be a foul. Nice little post move, and he is very, very strong down low. Running clock, 14:56. It is Mount Spokane 10. Off the rim. They'll get over the back. They're going to call that one on Mount Spokane's number 23, Andrew Raymond. He's just a little bit careless out there. Jumped over his back and got on the back of the player, so that's never a good thing. That's his first foul. Here comes North Kitsap with the basketball. Cade Ornis bringing it up. Guarded there, gets it inside that man, number 12. That's Harry Davis, and I saw him warming up before the game. Nice player. Banks winning on a runner from about 3 feet. Makes the score 10-10. 10-10 Mount Spokane. Just getting started here. About 5 minutes into the basketball game. Sanders down low, looking to try to create some space. Up and under move, and it goes down off the backboard. Just like he said, Maverick Sanders, nice little touchdown low, and he can certainly post you up. Cade Ornis tried to get in, couldn't get the break there. Fast break back down the other way, and number 3 lays it in for Mount Spokane. That's McKay Smith, and that will make the score 14-10. And North Kitsap says, "Hey, let's sit down here and let's kind of work some things out." So Mount Spokane goes on a little running spree, and they pick up 4 points to take a 14-10 lead. You're listening to Juan Cotto. You're listening to Daniel Bellis live from Franklin High School's gymnasium in the Franklin High School Summer Classic. Mount Spokane and North Kitsap in the Sweet 16. 2 victories today for both teams. Mount Spokane took on Mount Spokane defeated Renton 57-29. North Kitsap defeated Foss 67-49. And that's how we ended up seeing this game tonight. So just like you see in these summer tournaments and AAU games, double headers, and these young guys can take the pounding of playing 2-3 games in a day sometimes. Here comes a flip out to number 20. That is for North Kitsap. That's Mason Cheminsky. The ball gets wheeled around, and there's that man again, number 12. That's Harry Davies. He goes up for a layup, no good. Here comes Mount Spokane trying to run it up the floor. Nice defense on the outlet pass by number 20, Mason Cheminsky, knocking that ball out of bounds. It'll be Mount Spokane's basketball right in front of the scorer's table. Flip out to number 2. His name is Lucas Dickow. If that name sounds familiar, that's the son of the former Gonzaga All-American, Dan Dickow. Long jumper by number 22 from the wing by Nalo Vargas. Hits the rim and bounces out of bounds. It'll be North Kitsap basketball. So those of you that remember the great Gonzaga teams, Dick Howe started his career at the University of Washington, finished up over at Gonzaga, and part of the story and lore of the Gonzaga Bulldogs over the last 2 decades. Nice little hesitation dribble move by number 10, Ornis. Ball goes off the rim, and ball is going to go to Mount Spokane. Checking into the game for Mount Spokane is number 11. That is Jackson Rajanen. He's coming to the game. He's going to play down on the left wing. And here comes Dickow with the basketball, wearing number 2 on his back. Bringing the ball up court. Got the curly hair rocking. And North Kitsap gets called for a foul down low. That is, and he's in the unenviable position. Ethan Gillespie trying to hang with Maverick Sanders. You got to love that name, Maverick Sanders. I just saw Top Gun Maverick. Great film, by the way. You should all go see it. Lucas Dickow. Stop, pop. 17-footer. It goes down. That makes the score 16-10. Mount Spokane, 12:03 to go in the half. Nice aggressive move to the basket by North Kitsap's Cade Ornis. Really fought to get down there, and Dickow got him with the body. Really got to stop Ornis from penetration at the top of the key. He's quick, and he's kind of lengthy. He got to the basket, and all Dickow could do was stick his chest out. First free throw, off the rim. A little frustrated there. You see that a little bit in some of these spring games. Guys haven't been running as much, getting their conditioning back up, and might be just a little bit winded. Left that one a little short. 11:26 to go. 16-10. Mount Spokane in the lead. The second one is right off the back iron and in. 16-11. Mount Spokane up. Dickow just on top of the left wing. Drives to the free throw line. Dishes out. And number 3, that is McKay Smith. Nice little fake move. Went into the lane and called for a little violation there. Turning the ball over to North Kitsap. Checking into the game now, back into the game, is number 23 for North Kitsap. That is Jackson Korsak. And here comes North Kitsap now with the basketball. That man, Harry Davies, hands the ball to Ornis. Ornis with the Euro step to the basket. Couldn't get the ball to go in. Here comes Mount Spokane the other way. This is number 11. Flips it inside to number 10, Bodie Gardner. 11 being Jackson Rajan. Gave it to Gardner, and he is fouled underneath. He is fouled by, let me see who they're going to call this foul on. They're going to call it on number 12. It looks like Harry Davies is going to get the call. And that's his first foul. Coming up on the 10-minute mark. Mount Spokane 16, North Kitsap 11. Ball goes outside. Nice little fake. Goes to the basket for now. That was Bodie Gardner. Got it to go in. So that is 18 now for Mount Spokane. 11 for North Kitsap. Nice little dribble drive. Here comes a nice move. Correction, that foul is on number 23. That is Andrew Raymond, and that is his second. So a nice little move, and the first free throw does not go down. Looks like we're going to have wholesale changes here. Hockey changes coming in. We got number 13 coming in, and that for Mount Spokane, that is Taylon Main. And we've got number 4 coming. Oh, jumper by number 10, Ornis, no good. And here goes Mount Spokane flying up the floor. Number 1, that's Sam Davison. Puts it to the top of the key. Here comes number 3 on a nice drive move. And the ball hits the back of the iron and goes in. Andrew Raymond. Andrew Raymond with a tough shot, making the score Mount Spokane 20. And that is going to be North Kitsap 11. Checking in for North Kitsap at number 24, Nico Marrero. He's coming in. The shot by Raymond is good. It rattles home. 21-11 right now. The Wildcats taking the lead. Good, how are you tonight? Got everyone walking in and carrying lunch. Oh, yeah. Thank you, my friend. Here comes North Kitsap for basketball. North Kitsap, Cade Ortis, their point guard. A little bit of pressure coming up by Mount Spokane. Drives to the basket, and he takes a foul on Andrew Raymond. Raymond just reached right over the top of him, and this is an impressive guard right here. This is number 10 for North Kitsap, Cade Ortis. He handles the ball really well, and he's really physical when he goes into the key, and he picks up some free throws. Here comes the first one. It is good. 21-12. That's the score. Mount Spokane the lead. Cade Ortis of North Kitsap. Let's see if he can cut this to 8. He makes his free throw. Ends and knees. The ball goes up. Nice rotation. Rattles out. Rebound Mount Spokane. Here comes number 1 with the basketball. That is Sam Davidson. Trying to work it inside. And the ball goes up in the air. It goes off of number 24. It goes off of North Kitsap's Nico Marrero. And it's going to be Mount Spokane basketball. Slap of the ball outside for Mount Spokane. Sam Davidson takes the ball to the top of the field, set up the offense. Heavily guarded by Nico. Puts the ball out to the corner. Inside to Maverick. Maverick turns, hits the back iron 3 times. No good. Ornis goes up for the rebound. But are they going to call Ornis for the foul? Tough call there. Cade Ornis went up. He was able to get over, but the referee at midcourt said he was he was on the back from his view, so he calls the foul, and that's going to send number 13 of Mount Spokane, Talon Main, to the line. Talon Main, and these kids nowadays, they wear the coolest basketball shoes. We used to wear just black or white. He's got all sorts of colors on his. Before it falls out. Maverick Sanders with the rebound and the lay-in. 23 for Mount Spokane, 12 for North Kitsap. And now they're really hounding them in backcourt. Kitsap gets the ball over the stripe. Nice pass by Cade Ortis. Just a little too much mustard on that one. Couldn't be handled by Jackson Corsick. Goes out of bounds. Mount Spokane basketball. And number 1, Sam Davidson, is bringing the ball up with 5:21 to go in the first half. Works the ball outside. The ball out to number 22. Sam Davidson with the basketball down in the corner now. They're looking for Maverick, no question. Maverick's at the top of the free throw line, heavily guarded. Gets the ball out to number 4, Trey Williams. With about 7 seconds to go on the shot clock, and they accidentally threw the ball away. And here comes Harry Davies with the basketball. He goes ahead, splits, and loses control of the basketball. And here goes Mount Spokane back up the floor. Maverick kind of jostling with the basketball with number 23, Jackson Corsack. And let's see what they call. Ball hit the foot of Corsack. At least that's what the coach, Scott Ornis of North Kitsap, is saying. But looks like they're going to call a foul. Or are they going to call a foul? I think they're going to call a kick. He's going to, and he says, Scott Ornis over there lobbying like he's in Congress. He said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take that. It sounds like they called the kick. Davidson. Now they're looking inside for number 10, Mount Spokane with the basketball. Find Maverick down low. Maverick! Top gun Maverick Sanders lays one in. 25-12. Mount Spokane in the lead. Basketball out top. That is number 12. Harry Davies with the basketball. Closely guarded by number 10 of Mount Spokane. Bodie Gardner, the ball gets turned over. Here comes Sam Davidson up the floor. He puts up a little floater off the rim, no good. Maverick Sanders snakes the rebound out of the pile, making the score 27-12 after the lay-in. And Scott Ornis of North Kitsap says, hey, I've got to talk to these guys. With 3:38 to go in the first half, it is Mount Spokane 27 and North Kitsap 12 on our community radio station, your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. And I think what Scott Ornis is probably talking to his team right now, as he has them over there, he would probably like them to do a little bit better job of trying to shut down the key a little bit, see if they can get some men to kind of stack up against Sanders. Also to see if they can stop turning the basketball over, and they've got to get some rebounds. So that's kind of what he's done. He's just kind of firing his team up over there. So they're going to come out on the floor, and they're a good basketball team. And once again, they played this team last year. This was a rematch of a game that was played in Curtis. In the Curtis tournament, they said it was a really good basketball game. It went right down to the wire. So long basketball game, 23 minutes to go. We're still in the first half, 3:38 to go in the first half. So we can see if North Kitsap can cut into this, but if they can figure out a way to kind of keep Maverick Sanders quiet down low, that might go a long way for them. Here comes North Kitsap. Here comes their point guard, Cade Ornis. See if they can do here. Look outside of Nico. Back over to Harry Davies. Davies over to Ornis. Ornis over to number 20. I called him Gary Ganson. Mason Javitsky. I laughed. He did common sense and say he was like Gary Payton. Mason with a long three-pointer. Hits both sides of the rim and goes down. That's what they needed. 27-15. That's Mount Spokane by 12. Mount Spokane working down low to Maverick. Maverick with a little bit of a Euro step. Missed the lay-in, and they get one on them all. A little tiny shove in the back by Maverick. Maverick's down there creating havoc. Missed the lay-in and pushed him and pushed. Looks like it was number 4 for North Kitsap. That is Ethan Gillespie. I'm sorry, no, it was actually Ornis. Cade Ornis is going to go to the line. So Maverick Sanders down there creating a little havoc, getting some rebounds and just a slight push off. And now North Kitsap goes to the line. The rebound is short, but that's number 12. Harry Davies turns with the rebound and a tremendous hustle effort. That's just sheer effort on Harry Davies' part. Makes the basket, and he gets fouled. He is fouled by number 10, Cody Gardner of Spokane. That's his first. And that is a three-point play. And just like that, 6 straight points make the score 27-18. And they're inside of double digits. They're only down by 9. Spokane with the basketball. Looking for Maverick and got tipped out of there. Here comes Cade. Cade flips it to number 1 of North Kitsap, Jalen East. And the ball went off. It was deflected by Mount Spokane. So here goes North Kitsap with the basketball. Ornis in the corner. He shoots a 3. Net. And just like that, 9 straight points for North Kitsap. Long 3 ball. Off the rim, no good. That's what Dan Krause rebound. There's number 3 with the basketball. That's a long 3 by McKay Smith. It's no good. Here comes Ornis with the basketball up the floor. That's that man, Harry Davies again. It's out to number 1, Jalen East. Flips back up to Ornis. Ornis over to his teammate, Ethan Gillespie. Gillespie back to East. East down the line, and just like that. I don't know what Scott Ornis said in that talk. I was trying to decipher it, but let me tell you, what he said was something good, because we have seen 11 straight points. That was what was once a 27-12 lead is now 27-23, and they're hustling the basketball and almost got it back. The free throw was missed by East, and a tremendous effort to get the basketball by Ethan Gillespie just goes off of his foot. It'll be Mount Spokane's basketball, but North Kitsap is back in this ballgame. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .world. Maverick, nice little move down low. The old up and under move. 29-23. Stops an 11-point run by North Kitsap. Nice move by Ornis, and he's blocked by Maverick. Flip out to East with the basketball. Looking. He's got Ornis with him. Ornis at the top of the key. Heavily guarded by Mount Spokane's number 3, McKay Smith. Flips up to East. East in the corner. Flips out to number 4 for a long free throw. It's over everything. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 from the corner. It is no good. Maverick tried to throw one up, but just didn't get there. So what was once a 27-12 lead is now 29-23. So North Kitsap and their coach, when he called that timeout, Scott Ornis, kind of really challenged them to stop turning the ball over, make it a little bit more difficult to get the ball down low to Maverick. And I think that's what they responded. They were tipping balls. Maverick got called for a little push foul. And after a couple of baskets, a three-pointer, and a couple of hustle plays, North Kitsap is in this basketball game. So at the half, it is Mount Spokane 29, North Kitsap 23 on your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Daniel Bellis, are there anything you would like to add to this exciting halftime?
Man, I definitely heard the name Maverick a lot. I know you were talking about Top Gun. I was wondering where Goose was, you know. But yeah, it's kind of what we expected. Both of these squads right here, they both were Final Four in the tournament this year. 4A for the North Kitsap, obviously, and then Mount Spokane in 3A. I think they lost to Beach in the Final Four. Both of these squads are great, and they also exhibited great defense, which they did all season as well. As well as we can see, this score is pretty low, but some of these other games, if we throw up the old tournament bracket right now, you can see that there's been some high games, including host Franklin really blew out Othello earlier today, 76-53. They're currently playing Kings right now at Foster High School. Garfield is currently playing Arlington in a battle of 3A opponents right there. And also on the other side of the court, they have Auburn and West Valley currently playing each other. We're hoping to get a score from the other side of the court there. But all these games are currently in action. All 8 of these games in the Sweet 16. Also, Eastside Catholic's currently in action against Kamayakan. Rainier Beach, as I mentioned, yep, they're playing against 4A squad Davis. And Columbia is playing against Coeur d'Alene right there. The teams are performing pretty well, as expected. Beach, Garfield, Franklin, and Eastside Catholic all in Sweet 16. Roosevelt got bounced out, though, but 1/4 of teams, all Metro, man.
Always good to see the referees out here and giving the kids an opportunity to play. And we need more referees. We know that. We hope guys are thinking about signing up and maybe stop watching a little Netflix and come out and help ref a little basketball. Get out here and be a part of the community and help our kids. As Mount Spokane and North Kitsap pick it up for the second half. Here comes North Kitsap with the basketball. They have the ball, and that is number 20, kind of pinned, and Cheminsky hands the ball off to Ornis. Ornis gives the ball out to Jason East. East flips it to Harry Davies. Davies at the top of the key, and the ball was tipped away. Nice little hustle defense by Sam Davidson. Sammy got across the floor and just was able to get a finger on that and knocked it out of bounds.
8 seconds.
19:28 to go in the second half. Just started. They tried to work the ball to Maverick Sanders. Maverick, the ball was deflected. He looked like he tried to flip it back behind him as he was trying to race down court with it. Just ran out of real estate over there, so it's going to go back over to North Kitsap. 6 seconds to go. You hear that in the background. It's coming back. Ball, a free throw jumper off the rim. No good by Mason Cherinsky. And that's going to be a loose ball foul, as you say in the NBA. Maybe just a push, and they're going to call that foul on Mount Spokane's number 4, Trey Williams. So here comes, they're going to call that on number 4, Ethan Gillespie of North Kitsap. Mount Spokane was working the ball, and it was a deflection there by Harry Davies. It'll be Mount Spokane's basketball. Number 1 is going to inbound. That is at the top of the key. And that is the jumper from Sam Davison. This is no good, but there's that man Maverick underneath again. Just corralled by 3 guys, gets it and lays it in. Maverick Sanders makes it 31-23. Mount Spokane with about 18 minutes and change to go in the second half. Ornis with the long 3-pointer. Very confident stroke. Ornis makes it 31-26. Cuts the lead to 5. Mount Spokane will lead. But a very, very game North Kitsap team coming down from a 15-point deficit. There's Maverick with the basketball. Nice little pass in there by Davison. And number 23, Andrew Raymond. that one home. 33-26. Mount Spokane. North Kitsap with the basketball. Hornets moves the ball. He's heading towards the top of the key. Wing jumper no good. Sam Davison with the rebound. He's taking it right down the middle of the floor. All left-handed. Had an open shot at it. Missed it. Number 4, Trey Williams. The Mount Spokane cleans that up. Making it 35-26. Nice little cut. Raymond swats that off the backboard. Rebound goes to Mount Spokane. Maverick from the corner. Long jumper, no good. Tip back out. Here comes Davison. Raymond goes in. The ball comes out of his hand. A nice little hustle play by number 4, Trey Williams. Playing a little bit of defense there. Trey being a little bit too aggressive. Fouls number 20, Mason Treminsky of North Kitsap. But the damage is done. They put that lead back up to 11 points. Nice hustle play by number 4, Trey Williams, to get the basket. That makes the score 37-26 Mount Spokane on your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Here comes North Kitsap. Hornets at the free throw line. Ball gets poked away from him. And a nice couple of plays from Raymond takes a big wind-up dunk. Hurts his hand dunking the basketball. 39-26. That is Mount Spokane up on top. Nice little steal there by number 4, Trey Williams, and he fed the ball down to Raymond, who ran the floor and was trying to do a spectacular dunk and just ended up dunking the basketball. 15:55, Mavericks all over number 20. That's Treminsky at the top of it. Just into the Cyclops. Ball got just a little bit kind of sloppy there. Treminsky went running in, and it looks like they're going to call the ball out of bounds. It's going to go North Kitsap. So just kind of lost control of the basketball, bounced off of a Mount Spokane player, and North Kitsap will start all over again. Looking the basketball, that's number 24 at the top, Nico Marrero. Long jumper from just outside, no good. Here goes the rebound, and number 12, Harry Davies, puts one up in the corner. It's no good. Mavericks at the ball, but a nice looking dribble move, showed a lot of hesitation there. Knocks it off the backboard. 41-26, lead is 15. Just like that for Mount Spokane. Scott Ornis is saying, hey, I have seen enough. A little run here that has put them, they were in distance. They were trying to come back. They cut the lead to 5, and just like that, 11 straight points, and now they are down by 15. So 41-26. Mount Spokane with 15:06 to go. And Jesus, it seems like it was about 3 minutes ago, it was a 5-point lead. So I think Scott Ornis is just trying to settle some things down. Just got a little bit sloppy. The ball got out of hand of the guards, and he's just kind of putting it in, and maybe even just giving them a little bit of a breather. But they look poised over there. And Mount Spokane versus Maverick Sanders taking a little bit of a rest. And getting instruction from David Leigenblast. That is a man who loves coaching basketball. Had a really good conversation with him before the game. And he has a basketball team at home. Told me he's got 5 kids. Must have a great wife who allows him to come out here with his kids all the way out to Seattle and hoop it up a little bit. So good for their family, and says that's a big part of their life. And he loves it. Obviously, the kids respond to him really well. And he's one of the positive guys that I had a chance to talk to. As Ornis takes the give and go. And he went up and just couldn't get the ball in, but he's going to go to the free throw line. And I think they're going to call that foul on Mr. Andrew Raymond. Number 23 for Mount Spokane. That's his 4th foul. And with 14:40 to go now in the second half. The bend of the knees by Ornis. And he knocks in the free throw, making the score now 41-27. Kitsap at the free throw line, and they are down by a solid 14 points. Let's see if he can make it 13. Bends his knees off the rim, no good. So he cut that down to 14, and let's see if they can make a stop here on defense. Here comes Lucas Dickow with the basketball, dribbling to his left. He spots up for a 3-pointer, and it is good. Little skip out on the left side of the circle. Fires on the 3. It is 44-27 at Mount Spokane. Long jumper by Ornis, and it is blocked by number 11 for Mount Spokane. That's Jackson Raisinin. Ball gets tied up. That's number 4 for North Kitsap, Ethan Gillespie, and number 10 for Mount Spokane, Bodie Gardner. And looks like they're just going to try to dry up the wet spot that they created out there from their perspiration. And they're trying to absorb that with the shoes. The referee's making sure that they're not going to go sliding on the floor. And it looks like it is going to be a jump ball. And you don't see jump balls very often. But in the Summer Jam, you do. There is no possession arrow. That's what that means. So they're just going to go ahead and jump it. And the ball goes to Lucas Dickow. Dickow flips the ball up to number 11. And he tries to alley-oop at the Maverick. And that ball is tipped in by number 11, Jackson Rajanen. And that makes the score 46-27. Mount Spokane up by 19 with 12:57 to go in the second half. They're running the weave over there at North Kitsap. Weaving Lucas on Harry Davies. Davies' jump is no good. Lucas Dickow makes an excellent hesitation move. Ball goes off his leg. And now here comes Mount Spokane back up. North Kitsap back up the floor. Davies with a long three-pointer. NBA three-pointer from Davies. And that makes the score 46-30. Mount Spokane still in the lead, but Davies chopped 3 off of it. Mount Spokane working the basketball to top. Kick out over the Maverick. Maverick with the Euro step, jump stop. And just like that, it's 48-30. Mount Spokane up by 18. Nice little jump stop, Euro step action by Maverick Sanders. Harry Davies dribbling the basketball, closely guarded by Dickow. Nico with the basketball at the top of the key. Gets to Ornis. Ornis over the left wing. He drives. Nice little stutter step. Gets through there. Gets the ball to number 4 for North Kitsap. That is Ethan Gillespie. And he meets the body. Of Jackson Rajanen, and that's his second foul. So the first free throw by Mr. Gillespie is good, and that makes it 31-48. They're down by 17. And we'll see if Gillespie, this one, Maverick Sanders comes out of the game to the applause of several here in the stands. The North Kitsap wearing a purple jersey. It's kind of a light purple. Second free throw is good. 48-32. That means that North Kitsap in their purple jerseys, they have a gray stripe across the front with purple North across it. Of course, the Mount Spokane Wildcats, they have a white jersey, kind of a Nike net inscription on the jersey. They have a red cardinal number on the back, Wildcats on the front. Long three-pointer from the corner by number 23, Jackson Corsack. For North Kitsap, it's so good. He gets his own rebound. It's the long rebound, and Harry Davies does a nice job of dribbling. 1-2, and good. Nice dribble drive by Harry Davies, and he is fouled. Are they going to call that on number 11? No, they're going to call it number 22. That's Nalo Vargas, and he picks up his first foul of the game. Harry bends his knees, his front of the iron, and rolls it in. 48-35, so they cut this lead down to 13 points with 10 minutes to go, and we'll see if they can chop into this. Lucas Dickow, dribbling the basketball. Blue shorts with a kind of Nike familiar red hula lula on the side of both sides of the jersey. Black shorts for North Kitsap. And I can't describe all the shoes on the floor right now. I'll tell you this, number 22, a nice looking jumper from Mount Spokane's Nalo Vargas. It's no good. So the rebound comes out now. Here comes Jalen East with the basketball. 9:38 to go, second half. Long jumper, and it's good! A long jumper by Ornis. And that makes the score 48-38. And there is no quit in this North Kitsap team. No quit whatsoever. Cade Ornis from way downtown. And he picks up a foul from Nalu Vargas. That's Nalu's second foul, and this could be a 4-point play, and that's just what the doctor ordered to see if they can get this lead under 10 points. The free throw is up. Off the rim, no good. And here comes Dickow with it after it is corralled by number 10, Bodie Gardner. So Dickow with the basketball goes across the floor. They're working the ball around. Here comes the Vargas with it. Vargas looking for number 4. Nice little dribble drive move by him. That ball went into the basket. That was Trey Williams. It was pinned, and the ball still went in. I think they would have called goaltending anyway. He pinned the ball on the backboard. The foul was on, let me see here, who are they going to call that foul on? That's going to be on number 20, Mason Cherinsky. Ball was pinned against the glass, and it still fell in. Okay, what does he get his 3? Nope, they call a lane violation, so that keeps the score at a 12-point lead for Mount Spokane. 8:09 to go. No quit in this North Kitsap team. We'll see if they can cut this lead down to maybe 10, and maybe a 3-pointer, make it 9. Who knows? Ortis working the basketball and loses control of it. Mount Spokane's Trey Williams was really dogging him. And he lost control of the basketball and just fouled him almost in frustration as he lost it, and Williams is going to run down the floor. So that takes the ball out in front of the midcourt. Higgins to go with the basketball. 7:37 to go. Halo Vargas being hounded. East all over Dickow. Dickow, nice little body move. Push the ball out. Nice shot by number 23. So Mount Spokane, that's Andrew Raymond. Ball goes over the top, and what do they call? No, they do. They call the foul on Ornis. Cade Ornis, he picks up his 4th foul. 7:05, 7:04. It's a running clock. 50 for Mount Spokane, 38 for North Kitsap. Here comes Dickow with the basketball, top of the key. He's being pushed around and chased around by Jalen East. 10 for Mount Spokane. That's Bodie Gardner. Down to Andrew Raymond. Raymond with the right-hand runner, no good. Rebound. Here comes number 24. That's Mason Cholinsky for North Kitsap. And he's running around and bringing the ball up forward behind the back dribble between the legs. There's some nice little dribble moves, and finally the ball goes out of bounds. And it's stolen by Dickow. Dickow to the basket, and it is good. So a little steal there by Lucas Dickow. That makes it 52-38. 6:21 to go. Flip outside, and Jalen East, that's not Jalen East, that's Harry Davies takes a long 3-pointer in the corner. And let's see what they call here. 6:07 to go in the second half. 52 for Mount Spokane, 38 for North Kitsap on our community radio station, your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio .org. Always fun to do high school basketball, telling the story of our kids in the community. Basketball is such a great sport, so much action. Jalen East off the rim, no good, shooting a 1-on-1. Here comes the ball back down the floor. Nice and fast break. That was number 1, Sam Davidson passing to number 4, Trey Williams. And that puts Mount Spokane on top, 54-38. Gives them a 16-point lead. Scramble play. Ball gets picked up by Vargas. Vargas to Raymond. Raymond looks for Maverick. Sanders, spin move down low. It is good. 56-38. 5:10 to go. Nice acceleration move by Davies. What do they call? They call a block. They call a block on number 1, Sam Davidson. He looked like he had position, just did not get his feet down in time. And there was no doubt in the referee's mind. He called it immediately. So here comes Harry Davies, wearing the gray number 12 on his purple shirt. Ball bounces around the rim 2 or 3 times and falls in. 56-39, 17-point lead for Mount Spokane. Let me tell you something about this North Kitsap team. In 4 minutes and 32 seconds, don't fall asleep on them. They'll come back. Very well coached and a tough basketball team. Harry Davies knocks that one in. 56-40, 16-point lead. Let's see how much of the lead North Kitsap can shave. 4-12, 4-11. Middle point guard, number 1, Sam Davis. Gets the ball to number 4, Trey Williams. Outside to Maverick. Maverick dribble drive. Just kind of playing with him up there.
He gets the basketball back. He's going to find the free throw down. That's right in the corner. Decides to step under and take it himself. Maverick Sanders makes it 58-40. I'm not keeping an official tally of how many points, but he has a lot. He has a lot of steal right now. Here comes number 13 from Mount Spokane. He stole the basketball, couldn't convert. That was Kaylin May. And as they were trying to get the ball up court in transition, they called traveling on Kate Ornis. 3:27 to go. 58-40. Mount Spokane up by 18 points. Substitutions coming in. Looks like a hockey game. Here comes number 10, Bodie Gardner. And sitting down, of course, is Maverick, who played a whale of a basketball game. And now they call, here comes number 1, the point guard, Sam Davidson, calling play number 5. Outside in the wing. Nice hesitation move by number 3. Long three-point jumper by McKay Smith. McKay Smith knocks down that one, 61-40. A tip by Davison. McKay back out to Davison. Davison misses the three-pointer, but looks like there's a little bit of a grab there. Yeah. It's funny when you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You just say, I did it. That's what Mount Spokane did. We did it. Here comes Kate Ornis back down the other way with 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go, and he's going to, there in the bonus, he's go ahead and see if he can cut into this now 21-point lead, 61-40 for Mount Spokane on your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Looking forward to the summer of 2022. Everyone getting out for summer is the first year was good. Looking forward to everybody getting back out to summer. We'd like to have some summer weather. So if anybody's got any contacts or connections with the person who's controlling the weather around here, a little less rain, a little bit more sunshine, that makes us all happy. But people are going to be getting out this summer. We're looking forward to those long days that we see here in the Seattle area. Sun going down at almost 10 o'clock. Second free throw is good, 61-42, with 1:40 to go in the second half. So this is Sam Davison with the basketball. He tried to go a little high, a little fancy pass for Kaylin May. A little bit too high for May. Do it out of bounds. Here comes North Kitsap into the trusty hands of Barry Davies. He does what he's doing. He's trying to get some points. What a move, what acceleration. And the foul they're going to say is on Sam Davison as Harry Davies blew down the line and just got a pop on the body and was not able to convert that. So he'll shoot a couple of free throws. The first one is good. Said hopefully we get a little bit better weather here this summer. Dickow comes in for Sammy Davidson. Second shot. Goes off the front of the rim, no good. And now corrals that rebound. 1:24 to go, up by 18 points. Lucas Agudmo with the basketball. The son of the former Gonzaga All-American. That is correct. Flips it out a couple times, and here goes a nice little play by number 11. Hustling in there, Jackson Rajan. He makes it 63-43, 20-point lead for Mount Spokane. 1:01 to go. Final minute of basketball. I like that when they put the tape on the player. I'm not exactly sure what number that is. But nice looking defense from Mount Spokane. Long shot by Davies. He was falling backwards and they ended up leaving it short. But nice little hustle play there by number 4 for North Kitsap. That's keeping Leslie. He gets the ball back, but they're unable to convert. Here goes Mount Spokane. Nice looking little fast break. They just had a little fun there. McKay Smith with the layup. 65-43, 27 seconds to go. So this is going to be Mount Spokane's basketball game. That was Harry Davies going in there hard to the basket, and they call a charge? They do call a charge. Almost like a couple guys standing there, and he tried to go through them. Didn't have control of the basketball, knocks him down. 18, 17, 16, 15. Mount Spokane is going to win this basketball game 65-43. And they call timeout. A timeout is called. A timeout is called. Oh, that's it. So, yeah, so there it is. So that was the end of the basketball game. 65-43. Mount Spokane in the Sweet 16 of the Franklin Quaker Classic. Mount Spokane will move on, and they will face the winner of a game tomorrow morning out at Sammamish. And I believe they may be playing here, but I do know this. Federal Way is taking on Annie Wright. Excuse me. Federal Way is taking on Annie Wright School, and they are playing that game over at Sammamish High School. And then the winner of that game tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock will meet Mount Spokane. And I'm assuming that game will be here?
So this game will be actually at Sammamish High School tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. between Mount Spokane versus the winner of Annie Wright versus Federal.
Okay. So always in these tournaments, so much intrigue, isn't there?
Oh, man.
Looking forward to this. But obviously the player of the game tonight was Maverick Sanders. It just didn't seem like North Kitsap had an answer for him. And his presence down low created opportunities out top for the guards who were fantastic, were pressured, made some plays on defense, were able to create some fast breaks. But as advertised in my conversation before the game with Coach David Lagenblast, he said, Juan, keep your eye on our player number 5, and he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, your eyes were on him. He had an incredible first half. I did not hear his name too much in the second half, but they had the lead. So, they were hustling, obviously, but they didn't have to do as much because they were just playing with that lead.
My hat's off to Scott Ornis and his Chargers from North Kitsap. Really good basketball team, really good basketball program. They never said die.
They never did. And it's not often you see a 3A team actually beat a 4A team by 15 or 18 points.
Always fun to come out and watch these summer tournaments. The kids get into them. I like his Crocs. I like the Crocs being rocked by Mason Cheminsky. He's got a pair of kind of purple Crocs on. Let's see if we can get a look at those. And look at that. Look at those Crocs working.
Juan, I can't really get into the
Nice
Crocs
game.
though. I'm always thinking about idiocracy.
Once again, though, but North Kitsap never says die. Kept hustling and kept themselves in the ball game. Cut the lead after an 11-point run. It was 27-12. They cut that lead to 27-23. So they, on an 11-0 run, were able to get themselves back in the basketball game. But Mount Spokane and Maverick just a little bit too strong, and they were able to keep themselves a distance. Never really threatened in the second half. Had a nice run from North Kitsap, but just couldn't pull it any closer than about 8 points.
Man, it was a one-sided game for most of it. North Kitsap made their runs, tried to make the comeback, but it just wouldn't hold. Especially right after that, when the second half started, Mount Spokane pulled back open after North Kitsap made it close, but they never looked back.
When is the championship game scheduled for?
So if we throw the bracket back on the screen there, the championship game is going to be happening tomorrow at 5:10 p.m.
If you like basketball, and a lot of you do love the game, and if you're someone who's interested in seeing stars, and Daniel, it's just amazing that we talk about it here in the city of Seattle and the state of Washington, the lineage and the players. It looks like the state of Washington is going to produce in this month's NBA draft 2 of the top 10 picks.
That's impressive. That is
Paulo Banchero of Duke, and it's not a matter of when he goes, it's where and which pick it's going to be.
Right.
And then Tari Eason, who played at Garfield, and I believe you were down there with us when we saw the Garfield Bulldogs defeat the O'Day Irish and Paulo Banchero for the state championship, the pandemic year of 2020. Woo. And those 2 guys were on the floor, and we got to see that. We got to see it as journalists, and now people are going to be paying up to $100, $200, $300 a night to watch those guys play.
That is impressive, to say the least. As far as both the audience, the money. I mean, college basketball is changing its own. I mean, these players are now making money playing the game as well. But yeah, the NBA is just another step up. Just your audience is so much more. The flack that you're going to get for every mistake you make is going to be up there too. So, these Seattle players are about to get a huge wake-up call when they get up in there.
Always fantastic to come back to the Quaker box the names up on the banners. Bruce Jarvis, former University of Washington Husky football player. Alvin Snow, Jason Terry of the University of Arizona, and certainly a long career in the NBA. Ryan Phillips, who played some ball up in Canada. Ron Santo, the great third baseman of the Chicago Cubs. A legendary name in this area, Franklin High School grad Fred Hutchison, who was a pitcher and a manager, ultimately succumbed to cancer. And because he and his brother had a dream, the Fred Hutchison Cancer Research Center has impacted lives all over the world with life-saving cancer research. Rick Noji, an Olympian, an Olympic hopeful, high jumper, and just all-around great track and field athlete. Peyton Siebel, who played at the University of Louisville. You got Rhonda Smith, who played basketball here. The great Trent Johnson, a former player and who coached so many years at Nevada and LSU. Aaron Pierce, who went on to play in the NFL. Terry Metcalf, wow. Father of Eric Metcalf, and then what a father-son duo that was. And certainly, if you watch Terry Metcalf play in the 1970s, phenomenal talent. And then, of course, Mario Bailey, Corey Dillon, Aaron Brooks. It's always great to be back here to see the banners hanging for this incredible school here in the Seattle Public School System. And this long-time facility down here on Rainier Avenue, traveled past it so many times. So for Daniel Bellis, we will be back tomorrow. Is that correct?
Will we, Juan?
Hey, just Rainier Avenue Radio, our community radio station, your community radio station. Keep in tune for the Franklin Classic. If we will be able to get back here and talk a little
Are you available for that? I mean, I don't want to do too much business on the air, but 5:10 p.m. Are you available?
We'll negotiate it out. I got to see what time. My son is a select team player, and we got a game going on tomorrow. And Clemente and Araceli, Daddy will be home in about 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, it'll be up to Juan, y'all. So if we do the game, check our YouTube,
Please.
Check our Facebook, check our Twitter, and check our Twitch platforms because we will air over there. Of course, the Rainier Avenue Radio app, iPhone, Android users, and also the Rainier Avenue Radio website, rainieravenuradio.world. But specifically, check the Facebook and the YouTube because we're able to post something before the game actually starts. So if you see something on our page, we'll be doing the game. But you'll find out. Just follow us on Facebook and YouTube, especially rainieravenuradio.world. That is our platform right there.
Of course, all depends upon the weather.
It does. Although we're inside.
Oh, man. So for Daniel Bellis, this is Juan Cotto signing off from the Quaker Box, where the final score tonight was Mount Spokane 65, and it was North Kitsap 43. Daniel, always good. Oh, my man. See you. We made